How to keep running with knee arthritis. You can keep running with knee arthritis and you can do it without knee pain. Arthritis is a normal part of being a human, and there are ways to keep it from getting worse. And stopping running isn't one of them. It's all about the balance of how much stress you put on your knees and the recovery and healing you give your knees. This video gives steps on how to balance out the stress on your knees and letting them rest too. So, can I run even though I have arthritis? Yes, knee arthritis, also known as osteoarthritis, is very common in women who run. It's also very common in non-runners. Since you could have gotten arthritis just by sitting on your butt all day, you might as well run. See, the thing is, knee osteoarthritis is wear and tear on the cartilage in your knee. This wear and tear can happen whether you walk, run, do nothing, ride a bike, do gymnastics, play football, etc., etc., etc. Osteoarthritis is a normal part of aging, just like skin wrinkles are. We are all going to have some to some degree, but the arthritis doesn't have to be painful. And it's when it's painful that people get concerned. Yes, you can have knee arthritis with no pain. There are varying degrees of arthritis, and there are varying degrees of pain with arthritis. So the goal would be to get rid of the knee pain, even though you won't get rid of the knee arthritis. So how do you do that? To keep running with arthritis, the goal is to run without knee pain. Once you have arthritis, you'll have arthritis. So when we talk about your knee getting worse, are we talking about worse pain or worse arthritis? Because arthritis and pain are not synonymous. You can have a lot of arthritis and no pain, and you can also have very minimal arthritis and a lot of pain. You can also have pain from other problems at the knee that aren't arthritis. So let's talk about the two separately. There will be some overlap. So how can I keep my knee pain from getting worse from running? Knee pain from running has everything to do with inflammation and stress on your knee. So to get rid of knee pain, you first need to manage the inflammation and stress on your knee. Inflammation is the normal response to stress on the body. Stress can be in the form of a cut, an infection, overworking, too little sleep, pressure, etc. It doesn't matter what the stressor is, physical, emotional, illness, your body tends to react the same way it's reacted in the past. For example, every time I get a mild cold from someone, I always lose my voice, even if the other person just had the sniffles. My weak point is my vocal cords, so I lose my voice. Same thing happens with someone who has a history of knee pain and it's been a busy week or they're stressed at work, they go for a run, the internal stress has built up and their weak point is their knee, so their knee starts bugging them. Random. Does that make sense? So to make the knee pain better, we need to handle the stress, which will handle the inflammation, which will handle the pain. So how is that done? The acronym STRESSED is what I use to talk about stressors that need to be handled for knee arthritis pain. So S is strength, T is training, R is recovery, E is equipment, S is stretching, and D is diet. These components are the focus whether you have pain or no pain currently, but have had it in the past. So how can I keep my knee arthritis from getting worse from running? Knee arthritis, like I said, is a normal part of aging. Just like we get wrinkles as we get older, we get arthritis as we get older. There are 4 stages of arthritis, from 0 to 4, which talk about how bad the arthritis is, with 0 being mild and 4 is considered bone on bone. Pain with arthritis is not related to the stage of arthritis you're at, but how much inflammation's in your knee. You can have stage 0 arthritis and a lot of pain because the knee's really inflamed, or you can have bone on bone arthritis and mild pain because the knee isn't really inflamed. So when we talk about how to keep arthritis from getting worse, we're talking about the actual wear and tear, not the pain and inflammation. That's the section right above that we just talked about in this video. So how to keep knee arthritis low and keep running. There are ways to help keep your knee arthritis from progressing from stage 0 to stage 4, and some healthcare professionals will tell you to just stop running. I'm not one of those people. The only time I tell my clients to stop running is when they have high levels of pain, and I recommend they stop only temporarily while they manage those symptoms. But really, running can be good for your knees. It's just a matter of balance. A balance of how much stress you're adding to your knee with how much recovery and healing you're allowing for that same knee. This is a balance of the strength, training, recovery, stretching, and your diet, and then making sure the equipment you use is correct for you, like your shoes. We'll get into specifics in a few minutes. First, let's talk about why I say running can be good for your knees. Your knees have muscles, bones, ligaments, and cartilage in them. The cartilage is the cushion between the bones that gets worn out in arthritis. Your knees actually have extra cartilage in them called menisci, singular meniscus. These can wear out too. So your body was made with the knowledge that knees are going to take a lot of pressure and stress. And this cartilage was also made with a built-in mechanism to feed itself more. And your cartilage actually feeds itself more and gives itself fluid when you put pressure on it and then take it off again in the form of movement. So walking, running, biking, other exercises like squats, lunges, they actually give your knees the opportunity to have more nutrients. It's just you can't do too much too fast without counteracting it with the recovery and healing. And that balance is where the stress system comes in. Using the stress system to keep running with arthritis. To be able to keep running for years to come after a diagnosis with arthritis involves balancing your strength training, your running training, your recovery techniques, making sure the equipment you use is supporting you, your stretching, and what you're eating and drinking. Strength training for running with arthritis. Strength training when you're running with arthritis with no pain looks like a whole body strength routine. You need all muscles in your body to be strong for support, and so no part of the body gets more stress on it than another. For example, if your knees are strong but your hips are weak, when you run with weak hips, your strong knees are going to pick up the slack for your hips, which adds more pressure and stress to your knees, which could make your arthritis in your knees worse. So in your strength routine include upper body, core, and lower body exercises. For a full strength routine, check out the video I've made, link in the description. Running with arthritis. The actual running you do with arthritis is important so you don't do too much too fast and add too much stress to your knees. Follow a specific training plan and make sure that training plan doesn't ramp up too quickly. A good training plan for running with arthritis follows the 10% rules, and the runner knows how to keep a pace. The plan may or may not include a variety like speed workouts, tempo runs, things like that. When you follow a specific plan, you can see it laid out and note whether the training goes beyond that 10% rule, which means you increase by no more than 10% each week. A runner with arthritis knows her comfortable pace and can maintain that pace as she's running. When you don't know your pace and you're running faster some days, that will add too much stress to your knees because your pace may be faster than adding 10%. Or you may be adding 10% to your pace, but also adding 10% to your distance, which would not be following the 10% rule because you've made two changes, speed and distance. You should only change one thing at a time. How to recover after a run when running with arthritis. A runner with arthritis recovers properly after every run. This includes stretching, but since stretching is a component on its own, we'll talk about that a little later. Instead, this section will talk about other recovery techniques like ice, heat, Epsom salt baths, foam rolling, massage guns, massages, and other things like that. Runners with arthritis know which modality helps relieve their pain and calm down some inflammation, and they do this technique regularly after every run and whenever they feel a flare-up happening. After you're done stretching from your run, ice your knee for 20 minutes. If your knees are tight and stiff when you wake up or before a run, use heat for 20 minutes. At the end of the day after a long run, sit in a hot Epsom salt bath. After you run, foam roll and or use your massage gun on your muscles and your IT band to work out any tightness and knots. Get regular massages from a massage therapist to keep muscle knots and tightness in check in your whole body. For full information on how to use these techniques, check the specific video for that, link in the description. What's the best shoe for running with arthritis? The best shoe for running with arthritis doesn't exist. It's not one shoe fits all. Go to your local running store and get a gait assessment. At least do a questionnaire on many running shoe websites that ask you questions about your body and your running style. In general, most runners with arthritis find a more cushion and light running shoe works best. best. Other equipment you use needs to work well to work for you when you're running with arthritis. This includes your massage gun, foam roller, type of Epsom salts, other modalities, and then the professionals you work with, make sure that they're actually helping you. What are the best stretches for running with arthritis? Runners with arthritis warm up before every run and stretch after every run and workout. And they are for your whole body, so nothing gets tight or stiff. Before running, a warm-up includes increasing your heart rate by 20% by walking, riding a bike, doing dynamic stretches. After running, cool down to decrease your heart rate back to resting level and do static stretches. For a full explanation of stretches for running with arthritis, check out the specific YouTube video. The link is in the description. What can I eat for running with arthritis? There are foods that can support your knees to be able to run with arthritis, specifically collagen peptides. Cartilage is made up of collagen, so there is potential to support your cartilage by supplementing with collagen peptides. Other considerations for food when running with arthritis are to eat protein, good fats, and carbs at every meal, and to limit refined sugar and processed foods. Protein gives you the building blocks to build your muscles, ligaments, tendons, and cartilage. Good fats give you energy you need for the whole day and gives your brain the food it needs to stay focused and not foggy. Carbohydrates give you the kind of nutrients your body needs so it can grab it quickly while you're running and working out. And refined sugar and processed foods feed inflammation. So if you have a history of inflammation, when you eat these types of foods, it's giving any tiny bit of inflammation some fuel to flare it up again. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Check the link in the description for a good collagen peptide powder. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time a new video comes up so that you can run without knee pain.